So when it comes to creating a calming corner, what we need to do is to designate a place, a safe place where your child can go and process these feelings. What is it, why we need it, and what you can put in it. Calming corner is just a safe place for your child to sit down when they are overstimulated. We all get overstimulated with our senses. Sometimes it's visual. I get very stimulated with the hearing if there's just too much going on, or at this age overstimulating with so many feelings that are happening when they're frustrated, when they are sad, and they just don't know what really is going on. This is a safe place where you can sit down with them and explain to them what all these feelings are. And that's what we're focusing on this month, is just to get them to understand there are all these different emotions that we feel throughout the day. We feel happy, we feel sad, we feel excited, we feel surprised, we might feel scared, and those all are great feelings to have. We all have them, we all need them, and it is completely normal. It is just a way to express what's going on inside of us. So a calming corner is just a little corner where you can sit down with your child. It can be a sofa, it could be, my calming corner for years was a dog bed and some IKEA pillows. It's just a place that they can really sit down, like a little a nook. Sometimes it was the same place as my reading nook where we would sit down and read. So we're going to grab a basket that we're going to place near that area, and on this basket we are going to have a few different things. We're going to collect books about emotions, so things and books that can really express and teach our children different emotions, and there's so many different books out there that you can do it. Any toys that you see that could talk about facial expressions, facial motions, and if you go to the Amazon recommendation, there's a few things and a few games that you can add to the basket. Some fidget toys that they can like really use with their hands, so you can create a sensory bottle, or you can have a popper, you know, those little plastic toys that you pop the toys. You can have a squishy ball, so anything that kind of stimulates the sense of touch and brings some calmness. You can have the poster that talks about all the different emotions, because if they don't know the word of the emotion, they can actually point at it. And one of the things that I have used a lot and I really recommend is having bubbles, like a little thing of bubbles, and this is going to teach them how to breathe, because when they're stressed out, when you're overwhelmed, it is hard to remember to calm your breathing down. So when you do the bubbles and you go like this, bubbles make you breathe, and it's an easy way because it's tangible, that they can see it, they can feel it, and you can do it together. This corner is some place that I want you to go, not just when they're feeling overwhelmed, but when they are happy too, because they need to understand all the different emotions before when they're overwhelmed, and they won't be able to understand what's going on. So take some time this month to sit down, to talk about it, to play with the toys, just to talk about the different feelings, to make different facial expressions. Put a mirror in it so that you can mimic the different facial expressions from the poster. And one of the things that has been a great help my corner is I use essential oils for the benefit of smell, so things that smell good. And with the essential oils, I felt that it was something easy to have, so I have a little bit of essential oils, and I start adding, you know, picking one that's like a calming scent, so that when we were overwhelming, you know, we would both, I actually still use it myself. It is one of my calming techniques. I suffer from anxiety, and the smell is something that triggers me to remember to calm down. So we are developing like coping mechanisms for your child to understand what they're feeling, but also that they're going to be able to use throughout their life, so that they can really engage the senses and really know what to do when they're feeling anxious and overwhelmed and sad. I suggest creating this little area for yourself as well. As moms, we are very overwhelmed, we get very stimulated with everything that's going on, with everything of our stressors throughout the day. So this is a great opportunity for this little corner to be yours too, or to create your own. Just try to understand what triggers you and how you can bring a sense of calmness too. Is it a book? Is it a candle? What kind of routines you can do? So this is a month for everybody's learning to try to listen to the emotions and what are our triggers and how we can manage them. So with that, I'm going to leave you with a few recommendations of things that you can add. But again, all you need is a basket, a place to sit, have a mirror, and have something that stimulates the senses to bring calmness down. If it's a scented candle, a sensory bottle, a squishy bottle, and books that you can sit down throughout the day, throughout the month, to talk about what feelings are. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you with that for you to go ahead and create your calming corner.